Today is Valentine's Day, a time to celebrate love and companionship. For me, it is a sad time, not because I live alone. Tonight, I remember someone very special to my heart, a love that was lost long ago.
Don't sing if you want to live long. They have no use for your song. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead and out of this world. Now your hope and compassion is gone. You sold out your dream to the world. Stay dead, stay dead, stay dead. You're dead and out of this world.
We first met centuries ago, when I was a stranger to these lands. Everything was so different. No longer was I living in my beloved Deutschland. I was an American now. A new century was beginning. What had been a small, God-forsaken Dutch colony was growing into a great port, giving me an endless train of delicious strangers. Oh, I tell you, it was my favorite place to hunt. Oh, the little settlers, they come off the ships looking for places to live. They come up and they ask me, "Excuse me, madam, do you know a place where maybe I can do settle?" I say to them, "Oh yeah, sure buddy, I got a place right to a dark alleyway, follow me." I take them in and I eat them. So easy. I kinda miss that. People were not so smart back then, so they would listen to anything you said. Pretty much. I remember the exact moment when I met my true love. I was wandering the streets one warm summer night when I heard a strange commotion from behind me. So I turn, and then I see a milk cart heading straight for me. And driving it was the most gorgeous creature I have ever seen. Our eyes met. And he said to me, "Get out of the road, you crazy bitch!" And then this cart struck me. As I was tumbling through the air, he yelled, "Sorry!" And I thought, what a nice guy. And as I staggered out from the bushes over to where he had stopped his car to make sure that his horse wasn't injured, he noticed me again and he asked, "How are you not dead?" And I said to him, "Maybe I already am." And he smiled at me, revealing the two most beautiful fangs I'd ever seen. And it was love at first milk wagon accident. To me, he was perfect. No monster too big. No army too big. And what an ass! To me, he was the whole package. And our love ran red like the blood of our victims. As a creature of the night and a scourge upon the earth, the common people called him Zargon the Destroyer. I called him Stief. We would wander the night, draining entire villages and burning them to the ground. We lived a wild and carefree life. Until one night, Steve came home with some bad news. A Van Helsing had arrived in New York City, and he was hunting for vampires. Steve had a plan to kill the motherfucker. So we followed him for nights as he was hunting for us. But one tragic night, we followed him into the woods. Van Helsing was squatting down to take a dump when me and Steve emerged from the darkness to confront him. Van Helsing screamed and he threw his crossbow in the air as he ran. The crossbow then hit the floor and fired a wooden bolt straight into my true love's heart. I ran to my poor Steve, who was clutching his chest. I remember his last words. I think I'm lying in Van Helsing shit. In that moment, when Steve turned to ash, I swore that I would have my revenge. Every time I step in dog shit, I remember that night. The only thing I have to remember my Steve is this ring. I saw it on the hand of a beautiful young lady, and well, Steve, being the romantic that he was, disemboweled her and stole it from me. He was one of the good ones.
Say, did you ever hear the saxophone?